Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
William, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, new year, new Sentai!
Oh yeah, new year, new Sentai, woo!
That's right. So now, finally, we can have your first time experience of watching a Super Sentai season, right?
Will I ever be allowed to be out of this hell? Who knows?
No, remember, you're in a perpetual state of being, alright?
Oh yeah, even though despite the fact I keep mentioning that I watched Jetman, that we had recorded, that I've like watched fucking...
No, we're not. No, what you're talking about. Remember, it is the steps at the end of every year after you finish a super. You hit your head and you get amnesia, but you wake up in time by the next week to watch the next episode of the new Super Sentai
That's
season.
not at all the actual lore. Oh my god, it's bullshit. Fucking bullshit. What you're telling me right now. Fucking bullshit. Anyway, fucking welcome to fucking I don't know what we call this shit anymore.
Well, you mean calling our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series about Avataro Sentai Donbrothers, a weekly discusses series where I also a person here's knowledge about tokusatsu and Super Sentai to every puppet friend. William, that's you, right? A person with no knowledge about tokusatsu or Super Sentai as we discuss the latest Super Sentai season. Hey, welcome to episode 1, Avataro. Alright, well, I need to ask you something.
Uh-huh.
How many people you think understood the They Live reference in this episode?
You mean when they put on the fucking glasses and start looking at all the other characters?
That's such a fucking weird thing to see.
Yeah, I know. I was watching that too, and I'm just
like no kid, right? It's ever going to understand that reference, right?
Yeah, I mean, they'll think it's cool as shit. Because honestly, like, the They Live sequence, and anybody who ever imitates the They Live sequence, is a cool fucking sequence. But, like, I didn't expect it to... I didn't expect to see it in a Sentai.
I mean, I'm not saying They Live is, like, an obscure fucking movie that nobody knows about, right? People know about what They Live is, right? But that was so fucking... But that's, like, a weird... But that's such a weird thing to reference, right?
Yeah, it honestly came out of the bumfuck nowhere, dude. I did not expect it at all. I was not expecting
for them to just straight up put a date there. I was like, oh, that's really fucking weird. And out of nowhere.
Yeah. Man, it's pretty fucking great. I love that they actually did it, though. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but I was just so funny. I was like, what a weird thing for a kid show to just fucking reference and include, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe the writer just rewatched the movie at one point and decided to put that in there. I would imagine that. I would imagine that was within the writer's timeline, right? Yeah. Well, anyway.
Right.
Anyway, though, so I guess if anything, we should go to the beginning of the episode.
Yeah. Boy, hey, so real quick before we start, how much do you know about the story of Momotaru? Like, not that story of Avataro Momotaru from Super Sentai. I'm talking about the Japanese historical folktale of Momotaru.
Well, I mean, not much, apparently. And the only thing from what I understand is apparently that it's a guy who he and a group of demons are tasked to do something. That's basically it. That's all I know. So, I mean, that's as far as my knowledge takes me. When it comes to Momotaru.
I was very curious to see if there was a Momotaru character in Fate. Turns out there isn't. And I would have thought out of any series that would have made a representation of them, it would have been Fate.
Yet. So, you know, it'll be coming by at some point.
I'm very disappointed by this.
Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe you can wait. Maybe they'll make one for you later on down the line.
Yeah, that's right. I want my anime shitty version of Momotaru, alright?
Okay, sure.
Yes.
That's recorded now. You realize, right?
Yeah, look. What is this audio? What is someone gonna do with that audio bit of me saying that, right?
Incriminate you.
What thing can they do that thing with, right?
You
Hey,
put
look,
you in a bunch of videos.
way worser things by this point, to the point where right, where people have way better audio bit to slander and destroy our reputation with. Remember, right?
Sure. I guess
Right.
so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
but
okay,
hey,
fine. Say
yeah,
what you want
but
then.
my
That's
story of
fine.
Molotov, I also bear both. I only know like the main opening bit was how he was found in like a peach, and that was it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, which is really funny because in Kamen Rider Deno, right, that season was heavily inspired by the lore of Momotaro, to the point where the season plays itself out as a quote unquote modernization of the story within the show, as it tells its own Kamen Rider season.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hey, Deno, very good season, all right.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it was a very popular season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But hey, a guy finds a baby floating in a basket down by the river.
Well, it's more like it's not even found the basket in the river. He's just like, there was a dimensional tear that dropped the baby in a peach shaped fucking ship or capsule and put it in the river. Basically, it's Superman. So this is where we're going with it. We have Superman.
Oh yeah. Oh, is this where we're going with?
Yeah, of course.
So you think this is just a Superman origin story?
Yeah, this is a Superman origin story.
Oh boy, hey!
Now.
I hope they change it up in this one and make it so that Superman is evil. That will be a twist that no one would ever see coming.
Do you think? What do you think S means in his world, though? What do you think it stands
evil?
For? It stands for evil. S stands for evil. Nice.
That's what the S on my planet. The S stands for evil.
It's like, oh well, I guess your planet takes great pride in evil then for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I like this opening. It was a good opening.
Oh, for sure, it is a good opening.
Literally I enjoyed his opening way better than the Zenkaiger opening. That's for sure.
Well, I like a lot of things compared to like the earlier other Sentai that I've seen so far. Mm-hmm. I'm not so certain about like a lot of things that I did see in this show, but a lot of it shows promise.
Yeah.
I feel like at least for me, the opening feels a little lacking in energy. Like, don't get me wrong, it feels upbeat and shit, right? But it's just like compared to like the other two, they had so much more like so much more in your faces.
Oh like, no, this one feels more like a generic anime pop song. That's for sure. That's the thing about this feels really fucking pop.
Yeah, it didn't really work for me. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me down the line because I'll be listening to it so much, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But, I mean, otherwise we got some interesting stuff in the opening, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they show some stuff, but that opening stuff is irrelevant, right? As we cut to so I found out the manga that's presented within this universe is a real manga. By the way, they actually made an actual chapter 1 of this shit.
Wait, the First Love Hero?
Yep, you can read the official first chapter by Toei on the Toei app or some shit if you wanted to.
Well, I guess I'm looking this up now.
Only if you live in Japan. If you're a Westerners, you're a stupid gaijin.
God damn it! All right.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. So we have I think what's this character's name? Haruka, right?
Haruka, yeah.
Yeah, Haruka. She won an award for making a cool manga. I guess that isn't she made an isekai that isn't she made a manga that isn't an isekai and won an award for it.
It's like that's the only
truly
thing.
A revolutionary in her time frame.
Truly only everybody else but her decided to make something that wasn't an isekai.
Right.
Yeah.
And she won an award for it. Yeah. And so then actually goes on, she's attacked by a monster. And boy, so this scene I really enjoy, right? Because it occurred to me, right? Right, because this scene is very good, right? So we see this guy in this blue suit coming in. I was really confused by this. I thought this was actually going to be Don Momotaro showing up, right? But nope, it wasn't. Right? It's just straight up a guy that looks like an Ultraman character coming in and kicking the shit out of this monster, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's actually pretty brutal in how he just takes care of him too.
Oh no, he just straight up kills the thing. He murders the ever-loving shit out of it.
No, yeah, for sure. But it's just like, I like how they paid special attention to when he kicks him in the face and makes it so that you see how the head flies into the windshield or into the glass. Into the glass, right? And it just fucking breaks apart. It's like, ooh, ow, you know, that kind of thing.
Right.
And just
right. It's really insane, right? Yeah. So I mean, we saw the other two characters in the opening, right? So it occurred to me a thought, right? Right, so as Zed Kaiser says, there are multiple multiverse now within Sentai world, right? What if this is just the boys universe?
What do you mean the boys universe?
Right? Wait, fuck, is it the boys? Am I thinking of the boys or... Yeah, the boys, right?
The boys. Because
we see a guy who she clearly thinks is a hero, and who is apparently a hero, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just turns out to be this villainous character, right?
Oh, like by the end of it, he shows his true colors to show that he's actually an evil asshole who just works for a corporation for money.
Like, what if this is just the boys universe, right? And that these three characters were we supposed to perceive as like these world's hero? Right? Because she says it, so I'm like, wow, what's with this hero, right? Well, what a hero who saved me and everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess like it makes a kind of sense, considering. Because you know it's not every day you get your life saved by a guy who can fucking blow up a monster in like 2 moves.
Yeah, who transform into spandex and fight a monster, right? And it got me thinking, right? So this is supposed to be a parallel Earth, wherever the fuck, right? We clearly see that, right? That in this universe, I guess that the heroes are these Ultraman-looking characters, right? Right, but it turns out that these are actually the main villain. Like, is this just the boys? Right now,
I mean, it's not like anybody else acknowledges this guy as a hero or anything. Because it's not like it's known. He just came and was like, hey, I'm just gonna help you. Oh, I mean, he didn't even come here to help out. I mean, sort of. I guess
he came to murder someone. That's for sure.
Yeah. For sure, he was gonna murder. But you get your life saved by someone like that. You're gonna think they're a hero for a hot bit until proven out otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she goes back to school after being rescued by such a dude, and is like, "Hey, the whole class."
Yeah, you did it. You won with your original generic shoujo manga and everything. That isn't an isekai. But then, what's this? Some guy doesn't like it, right? And I don't understand this character's fucking reasoning, right?
The thing is, I swear it's probably because we're probably gonna have to wait for like the extended episode for sure. Like, I'm pretty sure it might be
for the next episode, right?
Yeah.
It's really weird that this guy just hates her, right?
I mean, he's jealous of her success for sure, and he's just like, oh, you think you're so special. That's like a really weak excuse. I'm not trying to deep dive, like, make this an extreme character study, right? This is obviously a kid show, right? And we are definitely not a group of people who overanalyze a children's media, right? Yeah,
right?
for sure.
For all the deep text storyline. But this is like the weakest example I ever seen for a fucking for a character like, ooh boy, right? It's not like, because these characters barely have any interaction with each other, right? A connection with each other, right?
Yeah,
it's just keep coming in.
It's not even like a direct connection. It was just like a third party connection to the boyfriend that they have.
Yeah, right. And he just hates her. And the fact that it's not like this guy was also a manga artist, right? Who's like, oh, your manga can't beat my manga, right? My manga was way. No, this guy just is like he's like in a completely different state of interest. It's like the funniest thing with this guy.
Yeah, honestly.
Right, like if this guy was also a manga artist, I would have understood his motive and reasoning more. But he's just like, no, hey, look, you have money and I don't. You have two parents, I have one parent, right? Right?
Yeah.
Your parents drink, my dad drinks every day as soon as I come home, right? Right?
Excuse me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
it's literally this character is just like a really weak excuse of a fucking character to be like he's
just kind of there, don't you?
He's just like, oh, I'm a bad guy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's there. He's like, oh, I want greed for success and fame, and I can understand that being a motivation, but that's like background shit. They don't even really tell you that at all.
Mm-hmm. But don't worry, he's a table tennis player who does it really bad, who puts nails in his table racket, right? Yeah, so anyway, then we cut to the cafe. Boy, here's the thing, William. Hey, so once again, we live in the digital media age, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, here's the thing. If you're ever gonna reference something within your digital scape, right?
Uh-huh.
Especially a user profile where you clearly see the user profile and you clearly see his winning character unit, especially if you show a parody site of a popular social media platform where people can just, I don't know, tweet out their thoughts, right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, uh-huh,
Right? You should probably make sure that is an available character website user you can take, right?
Yeah,
And use. I looked it up. That is an actual person's user profile.
It is?
Yeah, the Haruka 9110-869 actual person's user profile.
Wait, is it like an actual person's or like it's a character thing that they're doing for the show?
Nope.
Like they would
It's literally just straight up some person's profile. From
Really?
from 2021 that has it. But apparently this is not it's not like it's not an active user profile, I guess so. Right? But it's just real funny, right? It once again shows somebody how doesn't fucking pay attention to this shit, right? That's what happened in Kamen Rider 01, as I told you about, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, because the Kamen Rider, they named their main villain group after an actual website, right? Right? And normally you wouldn't really, but the fact that they put their villains group is spelled in English, and they on multiple occasions say, this is the English spelling of our villains group, right? And they never bothered to register that domain, right?
Yeah, uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of wild, especially if they really should have taken the opportunity to take it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also like it doesn't. Oh yeah, first off, we have to question the fact that like like apparently.
Oh, by the way, the domain
Rangers...
still for sale. By the way,
oh, is
just
it?
so that you know, if anyone wants to buy it, right?
Yeah, but maybe we should buy it at some point later on. But
boy,
maybe we'll something later. But
hey, boy, I'm really mad I never bothered to do that when 01 started, because apparently it was up for like an entire week after episode 1 aired.
Oh damn! So you had a week to actually.
I had a week to actually go and here's the worst part, right? They announced the name of that group like months ahead.
Uh-huh.
The villains group, so like for like an entire 3 months, no one thought about registering that domain.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, I missed out on prime advertisement opportunity.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, you did.
Yeah, but don't worry. Haruka gets cool, trendy sunglasses, you know.
Yeah,
that allows her to see the real truth of the world, you know.
Yeah, from poker malware apparently too, in some Persona 5 fashion.
Right.
But yeah, she has the whole "they live" moment. Also.
Yeah, which I get really fucking weird into.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but also it becomes very apparent what we're going to explore when it comes to Avatar, I think is the word here.
Right? Yeah, I guess this is how it all plays out. What Avatar means in this series. Yeah, so they did actually exit the cafe. We see someone, William. Who's this familiar-looking character? Right, that works at this cafe.
Oh, you mean the guy who was tending to the front to the bar, as someone would say?
Yeah, it's that guy who's just reading his book. You know, right?
Yeah, it looked like he was someone that we've
never seen before.
Oh, that we've never seen before? Oh, we're still going with that, aren't we? Okay, yeah. I've never seen this character before, Austin. Who could it be?
Yeah, I've never seen what's up with this character, right?
Yeah, what's his relation to this season?
Right, so Haruka runs off, and then she sees the real scape of the world, I guess, is what I assume is right.
Yeah, but she's just looking around. She's seeing how some people are, not actual people, and how some people are actual people.
She's seeing stuff that's telling her to obey and consume.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Right, to yield, some would say, right?
Yeah,
Right? Right, she has making sure that she conforms to the world, right?
Yeah, conforms to society's rules, even though they're
wrong. And just buy for stuff for the economy, right?
Right.
But
yeah, for sure. But yeah, she can also now access digital doors in what I presume is the digital world.
Boy, that's what I said. This is clearly still the real world, and she's just walking around looking like an idiot with glasses, right?
Dude, I swear to God, someone had to have seen her like go through just appear out of nowhere after she opened the door to end up in another place, right? Like someone had to have noticed that and been like, "What the fuck was that?" But nobody makes mention of it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, boy, this guy, what up? Like I said, it's still really fucking weird how there's just like straight up a Day Lives reference in this shit. Right?
Yeah, I know, it's very surprising. But yeah, she starts getting chased by all those weird,
Yeah, boy, hey.
monster
I
things.
really enjoy where the fuck these villains, grunt for this year's car. I don't know the name. They're pretty sure the name exists, I'm just too fucking lazy. I really dig these guys, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. The enemy grunts do have a unique look about them, and it's not even just like the fact that like they have like the mask and some random suit. They're also wearing like the costumes of what they're living in daily.
Yeah, their color scheme, right? Of how they're like these weird tie dye shit, right?
Yeah.
My only problem with these guys is that they're uniformed. Is that if you actually look at the face mask, it's all the same face mask.
Oh, you wanted some variety to make it seem.
Yeah, like because we see like these fair faces like some weird tie dye bullshit, right? Right. I would like to better see if everyone's fucking face, right? Because these things look like really easy to reproduce, obvious, right? And they could have, instead of making them all uniform like with the same design, they could have just went wild with these and had every one of their face mask be like a completely different swirl of tie dye pattern on it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess so, but I think it might be just because it's just cheaper to just make the same fucking mask over and over again.
But don't worry, Haruka discovered the greatest power source on Earth.
What, transforming?
Gun.
Oh, gun?
No,
just
a gun. Just a gun. The power of a gun will protect her, right?
Yeah, she even with gun, it can give you a protective suit.
Aoni? I think that's what it's called. Aani? Aoni?
Was that what they call it?
Aoni, yeah.
Wait, for what? What is that for?
No, that's the grunt's name.
Oh, Aeonia or something? Something like
yeah.
that. Okay, weird.
God, how do you pronounce it? You just added it. It's really just the word Aeon, but since they were to add the word I at the end of it.
Hold on, let me see the name.
Aoni.
Aeoni.
Yeah.
Anani?
I guess that's how you spell it?
Anoni?
Yeah, probably. But anyway, hey, she has a gun. And it allows her to transform.
Yeah,
she has a really good fight sequence. This is a very good fight sequence.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. But there's also the fact that like it's not much of a fight sequence, and I say this if only because it's like she does the thing that anybody would do, you know, if they were just thrust into the situation, you know. She just fucking ran the fuck away.
Out of everything.
She didn't even beat anything up. She was like, okay, I'm gonna dodge that and just run the fuck out of here and go on the bridge. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it's really fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Also, fucking, they all use hammers. I just kind of realized that. I never really paid attention. I just didn't realize they use hammers. It's interesting.
No, these are sharp hammers. These are big. These are big, bulky.
Yeah, and you know they can apparently delete data as you know. You know, we got our
I don't know how this data world fucking works, you know, right? They haven't established the laws and rules of this universe yet, so it's really confusing, right?
Yeah, but they do this kind of interesting filter thing where it's just like the whole world seems to have like this
3D,
rainbow effect?
filter effect.
Yeah,
right?
This rainbow
3D,
effect.
This 3D this 3D like overlay effect, right? Like how you see in 3D glasses, right?
Yeah, like it's like I kind of like it because sometimes it looks good, but then I also kind of don't. Only because it makes
because it just fucking ruins your eyes. Holy shit!
Yeah.
This shit actually, if you actually stare at a scene long enough, it actually hurts your eyesight.
Yeah, so that's kind of like hopefully that doesn't become too big of a deal down the line.
Yeah.
But then
meanwhile we cut to this mysterious character. What's his deal? Who's working for Amazon delivery, right?
Yeah, and apparently he goes through a lot of trouble just to get a fucking signature.
Right? Because he can't forge a signature, because that's a fireable expense, right?
That's a fireable expense to forge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Of course, that makes sense and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't know you could just go in and just make deliveries like that, dude.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just how it works in Japan, right?
That's a lot of trust to put into other people in Japan, man, into strangers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he comes in and is asking for a delivery. Literally, to get this guy's complaining and then being all very negative and stuff. While the mystery delivery man is like, all right, we're friends now. We've made a bond, and no matter how small, we're still friends now. That kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah, we started to get a sense of this guy's character, as the how do I call this guy? The university student, the university hopeful, just fucking it's like, oh, I keep failing my exam, oh, that kind of stuff. And then literally in like the span of 5 seconds, the delivery guy is like, hey, I'm gonna clean up your whole room, organize everything, write a victory.
That's right. So you can pass
paper.
the bar exam, right?
Yeah, and just put it on your forehead, and then you'll suddenly be able to do it. And then he's just like, hey man, you got it now. I'm out. Bye. Right. That's literally all we see of him. And then fucking it's the next day, and Haruka is just like, oh, well, it looks like all of your work is plagiarism.
Yeah, it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It turns out,
yeah.
boy, hey, it's a really bad. I mean, it took them that long to notice, right?
I mean, of course, it looks like it's the whole Anoni. It's all the Anonis.
It's like this whole villains world that's doing it.
Yeah,
right?
Because it's just like, well, it's at this point they are officially in the status of the Illuminati, and apparently have some form of control in the world over. And decides like, she knows too much. Let's fuck her over so that nobody believes her.
That's right. She tried to investigate the elite. Is this series supposed to be a parallel, an example of what happened if you tried to investigate the elite? Right?
Oh my god, and the possible consequences and shit like that.
Right? Hey look, that was just a clumsy journalist that fell out of that 10-story building, alright?
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
That journalist clearly wasn't paying attention when they stood by their window and accidentally tripped and fell down, right? It's a common mistake that any journalist makes, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, but anyway, basically everything's gone downhill, and then she tries to throw away the glasses, right? And then in doing so, apparently the glasses like, nope. Lamau, I'm just gonna get back onto your face.
Do this whole fucking parallel to this digital fucking game. This universe is really fucking weird. This is a lot of stuff that's being thrown around and it's not being explained yet. Because I'm assuming all this shit is gonna be explained, but there's a lot to digest, right?
Yeah, it's a lot because the thing is, an issue that I do have with this episode, and I get it, and it's honestly this episode could use longer time for what they want to do, but it looks obvious that they cut it short. It's just like, the episode's it's moving very, very quick, moving from one event to the next. It's like they want to show you all these things, but they don't have a lot of time to do it. So they have to just throw it at you like second after second. It goes by pretty fast. Not to say it's fast throughout the whole thing, because they do take some time to talk. But a moment that it does become apparent later, because after the whole thing with Haruka, Haruka being the whole weird random jail thing, right? Also, Haruka's in the random fucking jail thing, and what I presume was the father that we saw earlier in the episode, right?
He's telling her, go find Momoitaru
or some shit like that,
right?
And while he's in some
weird... Go find Obi-Wan, alright?
Yeah, while he's in some weird
Go look for Luke
jail.
Skywalker, right? Alright, find him on a planet, on this desolate planet. He will help you, right? He will be the Jedi teacher you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Look, he's clearly not some depressed old man who's living with guilt or anything, right?
Oh yeah, over his role in the previous war and shit like that.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So then we cut back to the bully guy who's just going around fighting people in ping pong or
Oh
the
no,
fuck.
yeah, but that's also where like the issue with the pacing goes, because you see a lot like during the whole thing, it's just like
This is a big montage of events where he just goes around challenging people.
yeah, and also he's like it's the most wild shit. Seeing him having a ping pong ball match in the middle of a fucking cafeteria where the ball is tossing up between the table and the rooftop and damaging property to begin with.
I think the second one was the best, where he just goes
Oh no,
like another high
don't
school,
don't get me wrong, it's great.
This
but
is
it's
a
just like
straight up. This is a super anime moment. I'm not gonna fucking lie. As hell.
No, yeah, for sure.
It's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I do think it's a great scene, but it's like, it goes by quick, and I wish we had more time with it. Is what I'm saying. Because that's why it just moves so fast. Because it's also trying to give you information, like because this is where the guy's telling Haruka, "Find more Taru," and swear fealty to him, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then right afterwards, she's brought out of the digital world or whatever.
Yeah, she
and
bumps into this mysterious guy, right?
Yeah, and then he's like, he just bumps into her, and like, looks like we've made a bond. And then she's like,
boy, I
okay,
forgot.
that's
his
weird.
character's gimmicks. Well, it's his bond, his friendship bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So he's gonna be the guy who's like, my friends are my power. That's where we're gonna go. With this guy.
real obligatory. My friends are my power, right?
Yeah, but then she's of course weirded out by it, and then but then we see a close up on the guy's chest, on the guy's ID tag, and it turns out he is Momoe this whole time.
Right. Yeah, but she
And
for sure
so-
thinks it's the guy that rescued her, right? This villain, this heroic character, right? A guy that she feels she can land at home with, right? Right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh.
Right? A real hold on. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Right? Look. A real light for her to a star, a light that leads to the star, right? Right?
Uh-huh.
Right, look. Look, as long as she doesn't go down the deep ends, right? Right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, right?
Yeah, sure, okay.
Right. Look, she's got to be able to train and stay on her A game,
Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh boy, hey, was this all what? Have you not seen The Boys?
Oh, you're under the presumption I've seen The Boys. I have not seen The Boys at all.
Oh,
no.
boy, hey, you should watch The Boys. It's a really good show, It's
Okay, alright. I mean, I hear about it, but it's just like, we've had a lot of superhero shit over the years, okay, with fucking Marvel and DC and everything.
But here's the thing about The Boys, right? It presents the exciting concept of what if the Justice League was evil, right? A fresh, new, exciting concept no one has ever done before.
And they're, like, run by corporations. Don't forget
Right.
corporations.
Oh, wait, is this owned by DC as well?
What do you mean?
Oh wait, no, it's not. Okay, never mind, it's not. Okay.
Isn't it Dark Horse for,
No, it's owned by a different company called Dynamic Entertainment. Okay.
Oh, okay, shit.
Interesting. Alright, yeah, anyway, yeah, so back to the episode. Ping Pong Boy is going around charging people to fight and everything. Right?
Yeah.
So he finally transformed into his big enemy form of the week, right? Oh, well, not yet. So should she...
Monster of the Week form, right?
Yeah, right. Not technically. Yeah, we see like his pupil state first, right? This weird purple squid slug thingy, right?
Yeah, of some kind, yeah.
And then, who is this? Is this our hero of the? Is this the Homelander of our universe who comes in?
See, the Homelander of our universe.
Yeah, and he straight up kills this guy. He straight up cuts him in half.
Oh no, yeah, she just like comes up to him, right? She's doing the whole swear fealty thing, but then she's also begging for him to like save Yelpy, I think they call him too, apparently.
Save the guy.
Yeah, and then
he just straight up kills him.
Yeah, he just straight up kills him. He's gone, and then all that's left of him is the fucking paddle. I think it's just called the paddle. Yeah.
Yeah, paddle.
Yeah, the ping pong paddle. And then she's like, "You're no hero." And then he's like, "Yeah, whatever, Lamau. This is just what I do."
And then, who's this mysterious guy that shows up in glasses, you know?
Yeah, this is where the other issue comes in. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, well, I mean, like, the thing is, they did this whole fucking transformation thing, which is also a lot, you know. There's a lot in that transformation.
Yeah.
All
right.
but,
so here's our second member, Kiji brother, right? So this goes back to the whole Momotaro shit, like how each member of Donbrothers is based off the cast of characters within Momotaro, right? Because I think the story Momotaro, he meets a bird that becomes his ally, right? He meets an Oni that becomes his ally, right? So this is all fucking deep Momotaro lore, right? Obviously that we don't know about, right? Because like I said, I don't know enough about the story of Momotaro, but I do know like these are also the team members all supposed to be representation of the team, right?
Yeah, for sure, right.
But don't worry, here's the thing, he's a long boy, he's a slender boy, alright? A real slender man, some would say.
That's the thing, because it's just like they clearly have a version of the suit where he's just like you know, for normal human proportions. But then they go back to like the CG, and the CG is like so annoyingly fake. Look,
Toei doesn't have good CGs, all right.
Yeah, and it's just
this
really
is the
bad.
best you got.
Like they literally have a version of it they literally have a human version of the suit, and there was a clear cut to the suit, to there being a suit actor. Actually reacting to a scene, and like it would have been a lot better if you just made it so that it was a suit actor in there instead of like the actual CG. Like I guess there's a point to it, but it just doesn't look good on TV.
Right,
like,
I'm not sure how this. Right, so the argument is that it's supposed to save money, but I'm not thinking like, how the fuck does this save money? Because you have to spend money on CG at this point, right? To animate this entire scene with this with the character, right? To be in scene, you know, right? Because the argument I keep hearing is that Toei's being cheap. I'm like, I don't think this is saving, right? I'm like, is it cheaper to have a CG character that has to appear throughout the entire, or have a CG or have a suit actor appear? Right?
Here's the thing, okay? Because the thing is like when you're making like the lesson, when you're making an asset in for a computer or a TV show, the company will still own that asset. And so, in using said asset, it doesn't even have to be the same skin, because usually it's just like a blank model that you can put a skin over it.
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of like the same thing in video games, and why it's easier to make a sequel to a certain franchise. Because if you've noticed in, like, Tomb Raider, right? Like, like, they'll always reuse the same animation of Lara just vaulting over a wall. You know? And they reuse that animation over and over and over again.
Yeah, but that's an animation, right? But
no. But what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is, it's along the same principle of like within a TV show. You don't have to keep paying a person to come in and show up. You can just reuse the one asset that you took maybe a day to make, and it won't ask for pay.
Right. I guess. Yeah.
So, like, they are saving money technically by it, but I'm just wondering if it's, like, not worth it, because it just doesn't look good.
This CG does not look good. It's really bad. And look, it's Toei CG, right? Toei CG has always been cheap as fuck, right? I'm on the belief that they've been using the same fucking CG as programs since the 2000s, alright? Like, within the 20 years of Toei CG, it has not improved in any... Like, you can watch a Toei show... right, from like 2000, look at the CG, right, and it's still the same quality as it today. Of theirs, right? I mean, like the argument you can say that today's looks more shiny, I guess, or something, right? But it's really bad, right? Yeah. A lot of people don't like the fact that Kiji brother is CG, you know, right? It looks really awkward. Like there are really awkward scenes I'm watching. Like I'm watching this scene now again. It does look really fucking awkward of this character moving around, right, and reacting.
They make it work for a little bit, but even then, it just looks so fake, and it just distracts, honestly, from me.
Right. But then we go to like what is possibly my best part, when a whole fucking dance troupe comes the fuck out of nowhere and start throwing shit. The shit makes absolutely no fucking sense, and I love it. I fucking love the shit.
I don't understand how he was able to just get a whole bunch of people to do this for him, right?
I really hope this doesn't get explained in the show, right? That there's just a bunch of it's just what do you call these ball? They're not ball bearers. They're
I don't know,
Bear?
carriers, I guess we can say.
Carriers and a whole fucking dance troupe come in, right? I hope these characters don't have, they're never explained. Like we don't know their name, their lives, right? If they have a family or not, right? They just show up and do their thing, and that's it.
Yeah, for sure. It's just actually kind of
It's so
fucking
crazy how there's just like these, how
great.
like you have like three traditional dancers and six carriers come in and doing their thing. It makes absolutely no sense.
Oh my god! But
like,
honestly,
I don't know
just
if this is gonna be explained in universe or not, right? Because there was another season that did something like this. It was called Shinkenger, right? Mm-hmm. Right, the samurai season, right? Yeah. So what they did before every fight was they had, so Shinkenger was super based on Japanese cultural history, right? And in Japanese stage play, there's something called the shadow, right? These are like the unseen stagehand, basically, right? Right, so in Shinkenger, like before every fight, like they had their stagehand comes out and put up the sign and said, "Hey, you're about to get your ass kicked by the Shinkengers and everything."
Okay, all right. So they got a hype man. Nice.
Yeah, let me see if I could fuck you guys. Let's see, that's a figure. I don't want the figure. I want the. Yeah, and the worst part is these characters are explained in the show as people that work for that serve the main branch of the red, like they're just there, right? But they don't interact with the main cast because their job is to literally be stagehand and a shadow for the main character.
Really?
Like these characters are literally just straight up there in the show at any given, in like pretty much every given point, and they don't do anything.
Oh my god, that's fucking amazing. they're just fucking there and that's it.
Yeah, they're just there to do their thing and that's it.
But like anyway, so going from there, I did like how Haruka reacted to like fucking
Yeah, Donbrothers, like who's just like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, she's also like, wait, is that him?
Oh yeah, I forgot. She's also the POV character of the week, by the way. You should probably mention that out.
Yeah, also, yeah. But I really like how, like, because, again, this is like the context of like fish out of water, but it works. Because she is the fish out of water, where everything, she just has no idea what the fuck's going on. So, but her perspective on things is fucking great. I just like her reaction. She's like, nope, there's no way that's him. Nope, no way. Just literally just like, doesn't even consider it as an option.
Right.
Yeah. But the man literally just comes in, rides a motorcycle, does a whole fucking drive around the little, I guess, park, I guess you'd call it, and then jumps off, does a twirl, and starts fighting the villain of the series, right? And then he's just like, why are you fighting me? Don't you see how humanity is warped and shit like that, right? And he's just like, hey, Lama, I'm just gonna keep fighting you.
Right.
Yeah, and he does this whole fucking like all this wild shit, for his fighting. But then apparently the guy.
Yeah, he gets the best, and he beats the shit out of our and he doesn't beat him. He doesn't beat our stupid Ultraman.
He pushes him back.
He's like, hey, look, I'm done with this. Hey, fight this guy, right? So, all right. So here's something now I want to get back into. So we see our real villain of the week, right? Our real monster of the week, right? So this goes back to, I think we brought it up, right? How apparently this is rumored, right? It's not confirmed. How originally Donbrothers was supposed to be last year's anniversary season, right? Until let's say a global pandemic happened, right? Forcing them to change their plans of direction and say that, we probably shouldn't have a show where 5 people are on screen at any given time, and we gotta change this, right? So we see this week's enemy, right? What's familiar about this enemy you're looking at right now, right? This knight, you can say, with this reptilian knight in armor, right?
Oh,
you think this thing looks familiar in any way to you right now, right? This guy with a reptilian feature, like some would say extinct, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right? In a knight armor. You think he looks familiar in any way to you?
So you're saying they probably meant to use different monsters from different shows as fucking lessons? or
Right,
what?
so
For the
this
different episodes.
creep, I don't know the name of this thing, right? He is based on Real Soldier, right?
Yeah.
The Dinosaur Night season, right?
Yeah, the one where you thought, or I think that was the one. The one where you
Yeah.
thought there was dragon in the name, but there wasn't.
Yeah, right. So it's speculated, right, that Dawn was originally supposed to be right, and that Zenkaiger was going to be the sequel, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, because they're the same gear set. Alright, but yeah, because as we know, Zenkaiger was a hit or miss with fucking Anniversary. Like, this enemy's design by itself, it's a way better Anniversary representation of a past Sentai series, right? Because we see it by the end of the episode after he gets killed, and he transforms into the gear and everything, right?
Yeah.
Because this thing is 100% based on Real Soldier, right?
Mhm.
Monster. Right? On the Real Soldier universe and everything.
Mhm. So
Yeah,
that's
and
why.
then, Yeah, so then they find out, who's this mysterious character that shows up that we've never seen before? Right? When Don Momotaro used the gear.
Oh yeah, he's just standing there in the middle of the fucking road, right? And then he just sees
No, it's
Don
when he
Momotaro
uses the
fucking drive
Zenkaiger
by.
gear to transform into Zenkaiser.
Yeah, I was kind of like, you know, when I was watching that scene, like, does he know that it's because of him that he's able to just transform or what?
I don't know how this fucking universe exists, right?
I mean, he's just literally just standing there, and then he's like, "Oh, I guess you're gonna transform. I hope you transform."
Yeah, so he kills this week's
reason.
enemy before it transfers into a fucking Matrix parallel universe shit or whatever the fuck, right? And then he drives off on his stupid motorbike, and then who's this mysterious character in the street that's all dressed in black? Oh boy, hey, this is a night recolor of a suit. Holy shit, this shit goes so fucking hard. What a fucking suit recolor. Right?
I mean, it looks good. I like it. I mean,
right?
then again,
it's like if Kaito form. It's you could say it's like a symbolism of Kaito's darkness, right?
I don't know where you're getting the whole symbolism thing from, but all right.
Right. It's like a parasite that leeches onto Kaito and represents his darkness, right?
Okay, sure.
Right? 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 Right, and it shows like his venomous personality.
I swear to God.
Right.
Every day I'm one step closer to quitting. I'm one step closer to quitting.
Right. A character who's full of carnage.
Oh my God. Anyway, so we're fighting the fucking mechs in the fucking
once again, nothing is fucking explained. It's fucking out of nowhere. Then Kaito just summons Jurad. Right?
Yeah,
but it's not Jurad. It's just a dinosaur.
God, I'm really hoping if the whole plan thing that happened, where if that was true, where this was supposed to be the anniversary, and them throwing all this other random shit comes in and it ruins the plot, I'm gonna be annoyed.
Yeah, it's once again, none of this shit is explained whatsoever, right? How there's just Black Kaito. Or, because the official name for this, I think, is called Zenkaiser Black. That's his actual character name. The official Toei designation for this character is Zenkaiser Black.
Yeah, But, I mean, we do get, some little, environmental storytelling in terms of what things can do, because apparently the fucking digital world can affect the real world at large.
But it doesn't really affect it because we see other buildings get destroyed and nothing else happens, right? So it's very loose on what the fuck how this digital world actually works, right? Yeah, it makes really no sense to the point where I don't care about any damage that's done in this digital world at this point because it's very loose, right? Because we see the thing attack a building and it affect the real world, but when they show them fighting and destroying buildings, nothing else happens, so I don't really care about these fake
Probably
buildings.
just a lot of work that it just didn't want to fucking animate.
Yeah, for a lot of anime. Yeah, so they defeat the enemy and he becomes he doesn't become the Avatar gear, he becomes the Real Soldier gear. Right?
I will say though, the CGI is a lot more acceptable within this.
Yeah, one. The CGI for this one looks really way better for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure it's just because okay, because there are two different instances when you can tell when there's a physical suit actor and there's an actual physical set. But but because I think it's mainly because because we're introduced to it being a digital world, seeing digital stuff in a digital world just makes a lot more sense to us. You know,
right?
And it's supposed to look digital, and so the CGI can complement it because they all look they all look digital to you. So I guess it looks just better that way. It just fits. But yeah, that's probably the reason why it looks a lot better. But yeah, fucking
they defeat the enemy. Kiji brother just fucks off, which is really funny, right? Like, hey, we'll talk about this shit later. You probably have a lot of questions. Well, we'll deal with this shit later.
Doesn't
and
even
then we don't even bring up the guy that dies. He's just straight up dead now, which is pretty fucking funny.
I mean, she's just like yuppie, and then that's kind of all that we have for that, and then she just kind of walks off to go back to school or something, I guess.
Right? It's just real fucking funny. And then here's a fucking great gag. She's like, I have to look for a Momo Itaru, and then she walks by a fucking guy just has a fucking shirt of it, right?
Yeah, he's like, oh, are you talking about me? This is my name on my shirt right here. It's
are you looking for me? And then she yells at it, says again, it's just a fucking dog with it, right?
Yeah, and she's just like, where's Momo Itaru? And then she's just like, hangs her head down, and then we switch to the fucking preview for the next episode.
For the next episode, where more stuff gets away. I mean, I think in terms of stuff, this is way better, right? I'm really more excited for Donbrothers now, because like how it's being done, right? Because that kind of had a good start, and then ended up just going off, right?
Yeah, it just kind of just meandered, and then just like, oh, hey, by the way, we have a story. It's like, oh, no, you didn't. That's kind of how it felt by the end of it. Here, it's just like, oh, they're setting stuff up, and then we can expect something to happen with this,
right?
So
So that's
come
exciting.
out of bumfuck nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it definitely looks good. I mean, the only issues I had with this, honestly, is just the pacing of it. And again, I'm pretty sure it's just because...
It's weird, I hope. Right, because they really are trying to explain a lot of stuff within the first episode. We had to go through it. I was like, oh,
they just don't have the time, so it just results in
but
fast
they have time
editing.
to show ping pong matches, though. I guess
Honestly, I wish that we had a longer version of that ping pong match in the school because that shit looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a good first episode. I'm definitely looking forward to what else is gonna happen, especially because it's a writer from Jetman. Hopefully, it's gonna be very fucking good, and I expect it to be so. So I'm going in with high hopes on this one.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's this week. Stay tuned next week. Right. All right. Coronavirus is something. I'll watch as wear a mask. Get your shots. The booster is a thing now. Okay. Thanks. Bye.